Hello, 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 GreymanX6's again, and it's time for my June pickup video. June has my birthday, and ho ho ho, as you can see, got myself a lot of goodies. So let's start with, well, first we'll set those down. It's Marvel Select Avengers Endgame Hulk. I already have a Hulk for the shelf, also from Marvel Select. It's your basic big green Hulk, but I decided to get this to sit on my desk, my computer desk, because it's such a cool moment, pivotal moment, ending the Infinity Saga where the Hulk, of all people, gets all the Infinity Stones and uses them in the Tony Stark's makeshift gauntlet. It's just such an iconic scene, and I always liked versions of the Hulk where Bruce Banner's genius bleeds through, and, well, this moment from Avengers Endgame had it all for me, so I decided to get this big old chonker to go on my shelf. Well, no, I mean my computer desk. But yeah, along with Moon Knight last month, it's one of the few Marvel things I've gotten in quite a while. But I've also gone back to DC, and I actually went back to the Flash TV series and started binging more of that, and got to the parts where Wallace West becomes Kid Flash. And I saw on Mercari a good deal, like about 26 bucks or so, where normally this guy goes for at least 20 bucks more, so I had to pick Wallace up right then and there. It's a pretty good for, well, it is a later Mattel release, but still pretty good. It's got pinless joints for one thing, I only just noticed that, and just about the basic standard articulation you expect, at least from Marvel, except no double-jointed elbows. We do get double-jointed knees, however. Good ankle pivot. Yeah, I only had the Flash among the heroes. None of the Flash family, none of the Flash friends, so definitely needed Kid Flash after finally binging more of the TV show. And I also picked up the classic 2009 Two-Face that came in the Walmart exclusive 5-pack, but I wanted this one because I like the head sculpt better than some of the other Two-Faces, but then I realized the head is too damn small. Maybe I can do a head swap from the recent McFarlane 6-inch 60s Batman Two-Face, even though he really wasn't in that version. They just kind of retroactively added him years later in an animated film voiced by, of all people, William Shatner. But whatever. Just put him over here. Still a good Two-Face otherwise, and I'm glad to have him on the shelf. Now I got 8 Batman villains. I don't see myself adding more. It's like Riddler, Clayface, some of the other ones I really don't see a need for. Anyway, let's scoot over to video games for a moment. As I mentioned months ago, my vacation last year, I beat the original Legend of the Mystical Ninja on Super NES with them co-op, and I decided if I go back, I'll have this, if he so desires, to tackle the other one. Well, not just this one, there's 2 more, but this is a pretty important one. This is the first one where you can play as like the Robo Ninja Sasuke, and it's the one that introduces that giant robot Impact, which they get into and pilot all Power Ranger style. And this got a good deal on one that came with the box. No instructions, though. And the cart looks pretty good. I went ahead and added my own label. I've been doing that for my Super Famicom carts. Ganbare Goemon 2. The Strange General McGinnis is going to focus. No, of course it's not going to focus. So yeah. And also also in June, we got the physical version of Gal Guardians. This is supposedly a spin-off of that really goofy, kind of questionable Gal Gun game where you basically induce ecstasy and girls lunging at you at a high school with some gun. Yeah, it's kind of messed up. I saw it played at a con once, but this is basically Castlevania Rondo of Blood mixed with Mega Man, and a little bit of Portrait of Ruin with switching between these 2 characters. There's also simultaneous 2-player. Sounds good to me. Send me, you know me, I gotta have the physical. And then I finally got back to G.I. Joe Classified. I don't know what it was, but basically the army builder goons for things like Super Mario Brothers enemies and the grunts in the Cobra's army, I also put those on my computer desk. And I finally decided to get some Crimson Bats and Guards. I didn't really care for the original bats, but something about these, it's like seeing it just makes the details pop more. The crimson red, and look at this, you got the busted front chest plate that can also come off and reveal the innards just as they were depicted in the old cartoon. And the shattered faceplate and helmet. It's got all the accessories. I got this guy used. He's a bit wobbly, and I had to heat up his right leg to get it more pliable, and it still kind of sticks. But whatever. Because I really don't want to buy directly from a retail store or Hasbro anymore because of all that layoff bullshit. I also found this, the same day I picked this up at a local toy hunt, I found this at a collector's show. In the package, sold it for only 15 bucks, and I went ahead and opened them up. Also, one flaw is when you swivel the bicep, it just juts out like that. That's not kosher. Why couldn't I have a more muscle contoured bicep swivel? But, oh, whatever. Got all the accessories, no excessive paint flubs, except this Cobra symbol, the swings that way a little, kind of smears, but whatever. You get all sorts of details like the texture up here, and leathery texture on the boots. I mean, yeah, I got the G.I. Joe. I thought Shipwreck would be it and Jinx when they finally announced her, but finally got into more army building, and in the meantime, I got another one in the box. Haven't decided whether I'm going to open that too. I think I'm going to get at least 2 Crimson Bats and 3 Crimson Guards for the computer desk. And, oh yeah, almost forgot. Movies I picked up. It's been a while since I picked up a whole bunch of physical copies, but for Mario, 30 years after the previous attempt, and this time much truer to the source material, it was very enjoyable. Of course, I'm going to pick up that. Then I went ahead and picked up physical versions of the controversial Halloween Ends in Jurassic Park 6 from last year. People complain, it's like, oh, there's no originality in Hollywood, they don't take any risk. Well, these two were pretty damn risky, if I do say so myself, delivered twists that we didn't expect, and I respect them for that. It's like, neither of these are surpass the originals, of course, but I liked the curveballs that were thrown, and made for more exciting movies, in my opinion. If you don't like it, well, kiss my ass. And also, went into a Goodwill, and I found these goodies. Yeah, this did not go over well with critics, but just for a standalone, schlocky, sci-fi thriller, I at least had a good time with the theaters. And then this classic Blazing Saddles, which they say, oh, well, they wouldn't make it today. Well, it was made, and we can still enjoy it, so ha.